sees my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock.
All right, let's do this again. Thank you, Sam. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the FPL Gameweek 23 deadline stream. My name is Ryan from the Football Chatbox. Welcome, if you are new, welcome to the Football Chatbox, a place for football and FPL content. Welcome, Sam. How are you doing? Thank you for letting me know that my mic was muted. So, Gameweek 22 went off well. 107 points, but -8 means 99, 1 point of the club 100. But we went from 1 million something, 1.1 million to 632k. So almost like a 45% green arrow, I think. So pretty good week. Rashford triple captain did pay off. I don't know, Sam, did you play the triple captain as well? I think you did you? But triple captain was pretty good, I would say. I was quite shocked that the EO was pretty low, but yeah, well done on that. And everyone else kind of delivered except for the other two I bought in Mahrez and Nketiah really didn't deliver. But yeah, we'll see what Game Week 23 has in store for us. Rohan, how are you doing? Hey man, what's up? Been a long time and good to see you. Yes, indeed, been a long time. How are you doing? How's your week been so far, and how is FPL going? Now, Game Week 23. This is currently the team. I haven't done any transfers yet. And I am thinking of bringing KDB in. Shubharan, how are you doing? Did you beat the Football Chatbox team score? Well, let's talk about the Football Chatbox panel team, because that team is doing a madness. This is the Football Chatbox panel team, which is yet to use his triple captain chip, right? And it's not using the triple captain chip this week as well. It's supposed to be a differential team where we take punts here, there, and everywhere. And for some reason, it's beating everyone, and it's at 32k. We still haven't used the triple captain chip, and we aren't using it this week as well. And then I was like, all right, it's 89. Let's see where it ends up. I think top 10k for this team should be the target. The change here was Fernandes to KDB, and we rolled the other transfer. That was the Football Chatbox panel team. If you guys want to compete against the Football Chatbox panel team, make sure to join the league X269WB if you are new. Ate and Mike are currently just ahead of it. And Evan, welcome. I was in another stream. Why is everyone taking out white? I don't know. To be honest, I have white and I probably wouldn't take him out, to be honest. I think a lot of... What are they doing white to Gabriel? I don't know if I would do white to Gabriel, to be honest. I still think Ben White is their main right back. I know the minutes he can come off. I mean, I think everyone is kind of scared with the fact that he'll come off before. Now, this one, he came off because he had a yellow card in the first half. And Rashford was basically putting him on toast. I mean, that's just one game. I wouldn't take that into account too much. And then kind of people are also remembering about this pre-60 minutes, just like 15 seconds before. He was 15 seconds away from a clean sheet in this game. Arsenal ended up going on to lose their clean sheet, right? But this guy could have had a clean sheet, and you would have been laughing if you had a clean sheet while everyone else with an Arsenal defender didn't have a clean sheet. So, I mean, end of the day, all the Arsenal defenders ended up, I think, with 1 point in this game. So I don't know why I would take White out. I wouldn't take White out, to be honest. I think he's a pretty good player to have still, even though his minutes are slightly reduced compared to the others. Triple captain Rashford, great decision. Many are triple captain Haaland. Yeah, I think a lot of people will be Haaland this week. So I'll be interested to see. Because I was very shocked that Rashford's EO last week was like 160 something. So I was able to gain from that triple captain quite a lot, which you don't really get in many weeks. Usually when you have a triple captain, a lot of people are on the same triple captain. So it's very rare to see a huge rank gain from a triple captainship. Play Mitrovic against Forest at home or Botman against Bournemouth away. Trippier already in starting 11. See, this is the big question, right? In this specific... Forest away, no? I probably might play Mitrovic because Fulham are a bit more decent at home compared to Botman. I mean, you don't know, Bournemouth could score 1. I usually try to prefer the attacker in those in specific situations where stuff like this are like uncertain. I prefer the attacker slightly, unless obviously the attacker isn't good enough, then the defender is better. But in this case, I think Mitrovic probably. Any must-have players for this week apart from Haaland? Apart from Haaland, every other player is... apart from Haaland, Marcus Rashford, and Trippier, everyone else is not really a must-have, but you must have a certain number, if that makes sense. You ideally want to have double Arsenal attack in your team. You probably want to have double City attack as well in your team, at least minimum. But whether that double City attack should be Haaland and KDB or Haaland and Mahrez is completely up to you. The same way with double Arsenal attack, it can be any one of either Odegaard, Saka, and Nketiah. That's all completely up to you. But like the players that are performing in Rashford, Trippier, and Haaland, probably consistent players that you kind of want to have. If you don't triple captain Haaland this week, when will you? So that's a good question. Good thing I had this up. Now, Gameweek 27 has got the double kind of confirmed. So we do have Gameweek 27 doubles as well. But now if you don't captain Haaland this week, the chances are you triple captain Haaland in 29. If they do get the double in 29. Where you have Liverpool and West Ham both at home. That's probably the next week you can triple captain Haaland. And also probably your next best opportunity for a triple captain. Actually, no. This is a very, very, very punty move. Extremely punty. But Mitoma against Leeds and Crystal Palace in 27. Very punty though. I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, it's probably 29. Liverpool and West Ham. And given the current form of those two teams, Won't be a bad week to triple captain. But we don't know if this will happen or not. That's the only problem. So without certainty, I can't tell you. But that's your next week if you wanted to actually triple captain Haaland in another week. 25, you do have Arsenal and you do have Liverpool. But the problem is, given the form of Liverpool and given the spread of points of Arsenal, it's very hard to decide on who you want to give the triple captaincy to. With Ward, Lewis, Botman and Shea Adams in the bench, is it good to bench boost or triple captain Haaland? I would triple captain Haaland. I think you'll find slightly better weeks. Wait, you have Lewis on the bench as well? Oh wow. Lewis, Botman, Shea Adams is playing Wolves. And Ward is playing Leicester, playing Spurs. No, you probably won't keep a clean sheet there. No, I would probably triple captain Haaland, Rohan. Victim of Pep Roulette, still keeping KDB this week as well. Let's see what happens. Fair enough. I think I'm going to bring in KDB. So my moves are most likely going to be KDB in for Fernandes. And I'll probably have to do Tarkowski in for Shaw. I know Tarkowski is playing Liverpool, but I need a player who will play in 25 and 28. And Tarkowski, I know, okay, 28 is Chelsea, yes. But at the moment, that kind of like fits the bill in terms of some team that plays in 28 as well and doubles in 25. So it kind of fits the bill in terms of that. So I'll probably do that today for a -4. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Drop Ake for a defender with getting Mahrez plus KDB plus Haaland, or move Martinelli to Saka and roll the second transfer. Got to get Almiron out as well. Yeah, I still have to get Almiron. The guy keeps falling in value, but I haven't got the opportunity to get rid of him. There is a possibility I do it next week. I probably might do next week. I know I'm not sure on it yet, but I could potentially next week do Mitoma to Almiron to Mitoma next week, and then bench Nketiah for next week against Aston Villa. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I still need to kind of figure out what to do with Almiron. Oh, I might even bench one of the City players. You never know. So for regards to Shubharan's one, drop Ake for a defender with getting Mahrez, KDB, Haaland. Oh, Shubharan, what is that? Is that a -8 or what? What's the whole cost of that Mahrez, KDB, Haaland? Who do you already have? Wait, actually, this is why you guys should join the mini league, because I can find you guys on the mini league then. Like I can find Shubharan's on the mini league as well, where he has De Bruyne and Haaland already. And he's looking to get Mahrez in. Oh, he can do Martinelli to Saka. Oh, you have Ake as well. Interesting. I mean, I don't mind keeping Ake, to be honest, and just do Martinelli to Saka. Shubharan, I'll do Martinelli to Saka probably and roll the second transfer and start Nathan Ake. I don't mind doing that, to be honest. Maybe bench Shaw or bench Almiron. One of the two. Maybe bench Almiron, I think. I don't know. One of those two bench. Or you could actually... you could even do Almiron to Mitoma now if you wanted to. But I would probably bench because you kind of need to fix your bench maybe for 25. What to do with Mount if you still have him? Already have triple Arsenal. And how do you still have Mason Mount? If you have Mason Mount, maybe move him for Arsenal, or already have triple Arsenal. Which triple Arsenal do you already have is the question. If you want, you can move Mason Mount to Mitoma, depending on your team and how many players you will need to bench in 25. Or you could move Mason Mount to Mahrez, assuming you don't have Mahrez. But given that Mahrez is a very minutes risk problem. So one of those two players you could probably do. FPL says expected return of Gabriel Jesus 25th, but rumor are their team may start before. If so, having Nketiah is a lost thoughts. So now, with regards to this, I was talking to, for anyone who watched the podcast, not this week, but the week before, even this week, to be honest, we had Roy last week where he was like talking about Gabriel Jesus, and he's an Arsenal fan, and he doesn't expect Arteta to rush Gabriel Jesus in. So even if Gabriel Jesus does come slightly early, he won't start the games immediately. So I don't think we had to worry about Gabriel Jesus immediately. You'll probably see him game week 25, 26 even, to be honest. So we don't have to worry too much at the moment. Because chances are he probably doesn't immediately walk into the starting 11. Unless for some reason Nketiah gets into extremely bad form or gets sent off or something like that. Or gets injured. Play Trent or Shaw this week. Historically, Liverpool have been good against Everton, but things have changed since arrival of Sean Dyche. Ignoring Sean Dyche, right? It's a tough one. Because here's the thing, right? It's not Trent, it's Liverpool. Liverpool defensively have been all over the place a bit. Apart from that, Shaw is also in a slightly tough position because United now don't have a proper midfield. Both Casemiro and Eriksen being out does impact United defensively and slightly attackingly as well, and we kind of saw that against Leeds. But having said that, I still think United are slightly better defensive team than Liverpool at the moment, and I would slightly edge it towards Shaw, but it's a very close one, Sam. Rank 29 in the mini league. Yes, this is Shubharan's team. What we're looking at. Let me go back to my team that I need to. Yeah. What's up, Chatbox? Welcome, VL. How are you doing? Do I start Mitrovic or Tony? Arsenal conceded a lot at home. I would probably edge it towards Mitrovic against Forest. Fulham are also good at home. So I'd slightly edge it towards Mitrovic at the moment. Tony is not a bad option, but I think Arsenal need to win. So because of that, I would probably edge it towards Mitrovic. Bench Almiron against Bournemouth. Tough one, right? I must bench him. Well, I'm benching him because I can't really look at who else I would want to drop in my attack. That's kind of why. So I'm benching him. But for you, it's between Shaw and Almiron. And I don't actually mind starting Almiron against Bournemouth for you, because you'll probably start Nathan Ake. So I don't actually mind starting Almiron and benching Shaw if you wanted to. White, Martinelli, and Nketiah. Ooh. You could... damn. I would have liked to have done Martinelli to Saka and maybe Mason Mount to Mitoma if you wanted to. But that would depend on your... it would depend on your remaining players who you have to bench in 25. Ehan, let me know if that's okay with you. That's not a bad... Like moving Martinelli to... Or even like Mount to Saka and then Martinelli to Mitoma. Something like that. Martinelli to Saka for a hit. Tempting to keep Martinelli. I mean, it's not a bad... Okay, Hossam Martinelli to Saka is... That's okay. I don't mind that. But who is the other player you're moving out to get that hit? 121 points. Damn. Rokugu, well done. You had Ben Me as well. Damn. And Rashford triple captain. What a legend. Chevy, welcome. How are you doing? Mahrez or Bruno? Mahrez or Bruno, you mean to play? Or you mean move Bruno out for Mahrez? If it's between Mahrez and Bruno, tough one, but I'll slightly edge it towards Mahrez. Take advantage of the doubles, right? We're not going to get too many... well, we are going to get doubles, but if you're chasing rank like I'm doing, I probably will try and maximize as many double gaming players as I can. It depends on what position you're in. I'm chasing rank, so I am trying to maximize as many doubles as I can for the opportunity of more games. How likely is Mudryk starting today? Any news? At the moment, nothing, but I think when we get closer to the deadline, we might get something maybe. So for now, nothing, but ask me again closer to the deadline. Fraser Foster in for Ward for free. Ooh, I probably won't do that, to be honest, for the reasons being that even with Fraser Foster back, maybe Spurs slightly improve, but a goalkeeper transfer at the moment is not worth it. Maybe wait till you can wildcard. I mean, it's good fixtures, but still. Who do you have? Who else? Who is your second goalkeeper? It depends on who your second goalkeeper is. I probably, if you're not going to start Fraser Foster every week, I wouldn't do it. Akanji or Shaw? Akanji, just because of the double game week. Shaw or Almiron? See, this is the same thing as Shubharan's issue. Shaw or Almiron. And also, Emil, welcome to the Football Chat Box. I would probably go Almiron slightly. To be honest, we can actually have a look to see what Shaw's points are like this week. Shaw 3.4. Almiron. Let's find Almiron. Almiron is 4.0. So Almiron slightly higher in expected points compared to Shaw. So I actually don't mind doing Almiron ahead of Shaw to start. Thoughts on White, Mount and Martinelli to Tarkowski? Ooh, you can do that as well. Tarkowski, Saka and Odegaard. That's actually not a bad... So you're tripling up on Arsenal attack though, Ehan. Would you want to triple up on Arsenal attack? It's slightly different. I don't mind it. But I still think Arsenal defense is also not bad. I mean, I don't mind it actually, to be honest. But for a -8, ooh... to be honest, you actually... you don't really need to move White out. You can just do Saka and... tough one. What's your full team like, Ehan? What's your full team in like? What's your midfield like? I want to know what your midfield and forward line is like. And how many players are you benching in 25? Because I still like Mitoma as an option if you wanted to. Because we know Brighton are doubling in 27 now. One free transfer. Should I transfer Fernandes for Saka or Martinelli for Mahrez? Fernandes for Saka. I would probably do Fernandes for Saka. Amit, how are you doing? Little late for this pod. No worries. How have you been? I'm been good. How are you? How are you doing? And Hossam says, my free transfer was Cancelo to Ake. That's not too bad. Okay, that's why you're doing Martinelli to Saka for a hit. Yeah, that's not too bad as well. Go ahead, Hossam. It's not too bad. Mitoma or Almiron? Mitoma. Because the double is coming. The double for Brighton is coming in 27. So Mitoma. Favor the attacker, but United look really good. United, true, but still... Shaw could easily get some attacking returns against Leeds. That's a possible scenario. Which is why I am also slightly unsure what I want to do in terms of trying to get KDB back in as well. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Do I start Bruno, who could get benched, or Lisandro Martinez? Also, what's your opinion on Haaland triple captain this week? I think Haaland triple captain is not a bad opportunity this week. If you have it, I would most likely play it. But I don't know if you can... You may or may not get the same amount of points as Rashford triple captain last week. It all depends on the Aston Villa game. There is a possibility that Haaland could potentially even outscore Rashford. Again, depends on the Aston Villa game. But I don't mind putting the triple captain on him this week. Just because other weeks for triple captaincy is not the easiest. When you look at the doubles, 25 doubles, I mean, triple captaincy, no standout option. 27, maybe Mitoma, but I don't know, not really. 29, you're kind of hoping that City do get that double, so you can triple captain Haaland there. But apart from that, there is no other specific week for triple captain at the moment. Because of that, I would play this week in 23. Because 29, you could potentially be wildcarding as well. So you won't be able to play the triple captaincy then. So because of that, 23 kind of makes the most sense at the moment to triple captain. Rian, how are you doing? Welcome. Says hi. Hello. Amit says, can you suggest some moves? I am 10th. Let's have a look. Planning to do Almiron to Mahrez or Bruno to KDB. Money 4.8, one free transfer. I would probably do Bruno to KDB at the moment. I think the chances of KDB starting are slightly higher now. compared to Mahrez at the moment. So I'll probably do Bruno to KDB. You still need to find a way of getting rid of Almiron, to be honest. I also haven't figured out how to get rid of Almiron. I'm still stuck with him. But probably Bruno to KDB. Because you're eventually going to do KDB to Salah in Game Week 25. I think a lot of us are going to go KDB to Salah in 25. Mount, Fernandes, KDB, Martinelli, Rashford. Okay, so you could probably do... Okay, I see why you want to do that -8. I mean, that's not a bad up. You could do that -8. It'll be different. It will be different compared to everyone else. It's not a bad -8 to be doing. Yeah, I don't mind it, to be honest. Odegaard, Nketiah, and Saka is a could be a good differential compared to the rest. Especially if you're chasing rank. Ehan, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name also correctly. If you're chasing rank, it's not a bad move. But I don't mind keeping Ben White, to be honest, and just doing Mount to let's say Saka and Martinelli to Mitoma, and then so you get your Brighton player for 27 as well. And you don't seem to have an issue with regards to benches too much. You can bench Rashford, you can bench Mitoma, and you could probably bench, if you have Trippier, bench him as well, I guess. Transfer Havertz for Nketiah or transfer Fernandes for Saka? Fernandes for Saka. That's probably what I would do. Chevy says team is Pope, Trippier, Kanji, Shaw, Odegaard, Saka, Rashford, Mahrez, Kane, Haaland, Nketiah. Then I have Mitoma and Botman on the bench. What are your opinions? Should I sub in Mitoma or Botman? The question is, this is the problem. This is why I didn't bring Mitoma in last week. Because I was looking at this week and I was like, where the hell do I start Mitoma? I'm not starting Mitoma over currently anyone in your midfield and your attack. This is the same issue I was going to have this week if I had bought Mitoma in last week. So I would just bench Mitoma this week. That's the thing. Because you look at your midfield, right? At least apart from Rashford, everyone else has a double. And Rashford is on really good form. In your attack, Haaland and Nketiah both have a double. And Kane is playing against Leicester, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So this is why I'm like, where would you actually start Mitoma? So I'd probably just bench the two of them. To be honest. Rian says, hi Ryan, can you choose 3 to play out of Kulusevski, Shaw, Dan Burn, Bueno, Mitro, Shea Adams? I would start Mitro against Forest. I would start... I actually don't mind Kulusevski against Leicester, you know? Probably Mitro, Kulusevski, and it's between Dan Burn and Shaw. Do you want to double up on Newcastle defense, or do you want to get Shaw? Potential chance of United losing a clean sheet is a bit high, though. So maybe Dan Burn if you were a bit more wanted. I mean, you could go Dan Burn, but Shaw has a bit more upside than Dan Burn. So I'll let you pick that third option. Bit of a long one. This week, tough. Yeah, that's true. Thank you. Planning to do Almiron to Odegaard in 25 and KDB or Salah to Mitro to Nunes. That's not too bad. And KDB to Salah and Mitro to Nunes. That's not too bad. Is there a possibility Grealish nailed for both games or Foden back in? With Pep Guardiola, there is no such thing as the word possibility. The only possibility in Pep Guardiola's team is Haaland starting and Ederson starting at the moment, at least. Will we get team news for Arsenal before deadline? No chance. Nah. Very unlikely, to be honest. Very unlikely. Also, guys, make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button as well. If you are new, don't forget to like, subscribe. And yeah, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers, 483 right now. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Can you check my team? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ooh. What were you trying to do again? You wanted to do... Okay, so I'll probably Mitrovic for Dan Burn this week. Kulusevski, you can still probably start. I did Bruno for KDB. Cool. Yeah, so I would probably have Shaw, Trippier, White in your backline. Sanchez in goal is not bad. Saka, Odegaard, KDB, Rashford, Kulusevski in your midfield. And probably Mitrovic and Haaland up front. That's probably what I would do. To be honest, apart from that, what else could we do? I don't think you can do... I mean, Kulusevski, you'll eventually move out. You don't need to move him out immediately. But he's someone that probably should be moving out soon. 1, 2... Mitrovic also, sooner or later, you probably want to move him out. But not for this game. This game is pretty decent. And good scoreline as well. 101. Pretty good, pretty good. Well done. 1.5 in the bank. Keep it for now. I think you'll probably... So the players you kind of want to move out sooner or later is Kulusevski, Shaw, Dan Burn because of the blanks coming up, and maybe Mitrovic as well, but just not now for the moment. Keep him. So you'll need to be in a situation where maybe you can do... Depends. You could do Mitrovic to Darwin Núñez or something, or even Diego Jota. Depends on his fitness at the time. So you can hold on to Mitrovic for now, but that's kind of a move I'll probably look to make. And then maybe Shaw or Dan Burn to Tarkowski for Everton's double in 25. Maybe next week you can do it, but yeah, for now keep it as it is. But yeah, those are some moves I think you'll probably start looking to make. People who triple captain Rashford got saved. Not really. I don't think they got saved. I think they kind of got what they kind of expected, to be honest. You got a goal in every game from Rashford in both games, and I think that was kind of expected before the game week as well. A goal in each game. Because of his home record, like his home record was really strong. So if you look at Rashford's record at home, scored. Since the restart, he scored in every game at home. So the only game he hasn't scored is the Crystal Palace game since the restart. And that was an away game. So I kind of guess one goal at least per game from Rashford was kind of like, okay, yes, acceptable. The Casemiro getting sending off meant that the points here got reduced even further. Casemiro getting sending off and Anthony getting injured meant that maybe Rashford could have got more points but was reduced in terms of that. I was thinking next week getting out KDB for Ruben Neves. They have a double in 25 and Kane for Mitro. Are those decent moves? Kane for Mitro? What? You mean get Kane in for Mitrovic? I probably wouldn't do Kane immediately because there is a possibility in game week 28 that Spurs blank. So maybe target a Liverpool player. But then Liverpool also could blank in 28, but it's just that they have the double in 25. KDB for Ruben Neves, I don't know. Maybe KDB for Salah is not too bad. Or even, you already have Saka, don't you? KDB for Salah isn't too bad. Ruben Neves, I know Wolves scored 3. But Wolves scoring 3 is something that doesn't happen every day. That was a very rare occasion. I don't think Wolves are a team that actually score So many goals. They got hammered 3, no? They didn't score 3. Look at this. They really haven't. Their games aren't always high scoring. If anything, they concede more than scoring high. So yeah, take that as like a one odd game out. I don't know if it's an odd game given Liverpool's defense slightly, but yeah, doesn't happen every time. I probably wouldn't do that. Salah or Nunes for the double. I am leaning towards Salah at the moment. At the moment, Salah, because of the fact that he's still on penalties. And also, midfielders get more points. FPL BMR, high sweet P. Shaw or Shah? To start? I don't mind Shaw just because of the attacking option. If you already have Trippier. If you want to double up on Newcastle defense, you can, but I don't mind just playing one Newcastle defender and trying for the upside in Luke Shaw as well. There is a chance that he loses his clean sheet, but he has a bit more upside compared to Shah. Any Chelsea assets or other than Kepa? Not for the moment, Kevin. I would probably wait. I don't think you need to rush into Chelsea assets straight away. I think we kind of still need to wait and see a bit more. See how... okay, I'll give you one Chelsea asset that could be pretty good going forward. Defensively, it would be... For me, it would be Badashiel. Because he's not in the Champions League squad, which means he's most likely going to get minutes for Chelsea quite often. So he could be a decent option if you wanted someone for defense other than Kepa. Just because he should be playing Premier League games because he's not in the Champions League squad. Would you start Bruno, Gnotto, or Andreas? Gnotto. I would probably start Gnotto. Leeds against United. I'll probably go for that one. He looked pretty good, to be honest, in the last game. And also Zizo, welcome. Welcome to the Football Chatbox. Is McNeil for Everton good for Gameweek 25 as they have a double? Surely you have better midfield options in Gameweek 25. I think you'll have way better midfield options in Gameweek 25. Your midfield in Gameweek 25 will have at least one Arsenal, one City maybe. You'll have... Who would be your other midfielders? One Arsenal, one City. You could probably have one Liverpool. And then you'll have one more player. It'll depend on your... Oh, no. Most people will have only 3 midfielders. Because they'll be benching Rashford. And they'll most likely have a Mitoma or Almiron that they'll... Or... Yeah, they'll probably have a 4th midfielder playing as well. So... It depends. It depends. I don't know if you want McNeil, to be honest. I think you'll probably be getting rid of him immediately for Mitoma in 27, won't you? And I don't know if I count Everton attackers at the moment as differentials. I still think you need to wait and see for Everton's attack. Everton's defense is a slightly different story. We know what Sean Dyche is capable of doing in terms of tidying up the defense more. So defense is not bad. Attack you can kind of wait and see. You don't have to rush on the attack. So maybe ask me in Game Week 25. Not Game 20. Ask me in like Game Week 24. We'll have a bit more information to know whether it's decent or not. Salah has been shocking. Nunes at least gets the chances, but it's a 1 game week punt. I think both at this point are 1 game week punts. Both Salah and Nunes are not players you want to have for the long term. Because in Game Week 26, I think Liverpool play United. And I don't know if I really want Salah for that game, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's most likely a 1 week we're getting those players for and then getting them out for someone else later. McNeil as a differential, not too bad. Oh, sorry, I did answer this question in terms of not too bad. I said, come and ask me in Gaming 24 after I have a bit more. Do you really need to do that move this week itself? I probably wouldn't do it this week itself. I don't know, right? Yeah, it's very hard to tell with Everton. Their attacking numbers are very bad. So, not yet at the moment. Kevin said, oh, thumbs up for Better Shield. Sweet. Bueno for the bank game week 25 or moving out for Everton play this game week. So here's the thing with Bueno. Now, apparently, Nouri started against Liverpool because he's some kind of like Salah specialist or something. He does better against Salah than Bueno does. So that's kind of why he started apparently ahead of Bueno in the last game. Now, obviously, Liverpool again, they face in 25. So maybe you get only one game from Bueno. So if you wanted to not take that risk, you can just move a Tarkowski now itself if you wanted to. I mean, that's not a bad set of moves to do, to be honest. You can do it now itself if you wanted to. Oops, sorry about that. Thank you for the warm welcome. No worries, no worries. Is most of the captain in Haaland this week? Can we see the percentage of captaincy for Haaland? Yes, we can. Let's bring that up. Haaland this is on Fantasy Football Scout. Captaincy percentages out of how many votes? God knows. I'm also going to go Haaland because I'm voting Haaland. I can't tell you how many votes. It's not showing me. But 67.96 on Haaland. In terms of triple captaincy chip, Haaland 48.35, not Haaland is 47. So it's very split in terms of triple captaincy chip. So I expect a lot of Haaland triple captaincy this week, to be honest. That's basically whoever else has triple captaincy is majority of them are on Haaland. Martinelli owners, what are people doing? Keeping. Interesting. So yeah, Haaland looks like captaincy quite often. Actually, good time to ask this question. Actually, do you guys want to put a poll for Haaland? Probably a very obvious one, no? Let's put a poll for Martinelli and White. Oh, White? No, let's put a poll for Ben White. Oh, should we put a... What do you guys want to see as a poll? Do you guys want to see a poll for Martinelli, or do you guys want to see a poll for Ben White, or do you want to see a captaincy poll? Let me know in the comments, and I will get that up as well for you guys. I should probably be doing my transfers, shouldn't I? So I'm kind of thinking Shaw and Fernandes out for Tarkowski and KDB. This is kind of where I'm thinking at the moment. Yeah, I can't afford that way. So I need to move Shaw out. This is probably where I am right now. For a -4. What do people think? -4. Ake to Tarkowski, Almiron to Mahrez, and Martinelli to Saka for a -4. I actually don't mind that -4, to be honest. You kind of get rid of your blanking problems / pep roulette issues, maybe. You get in Saka as well, who's a good Arsenal option. Do you think Martinelli or Odegaard for a -4, is it worth it? I feel like I'm never going to be able to move on Martinelli without a hit, since there are always other transfers to do. Yeah, if you want to move Martinelli out, I think this is the week to move Martinelli out, to be honest. Actually, let's do a poll on Martinelli. Let's actually do a poll on Martinelli because he seems to be the main one. Oh no, why did he go back to... Oh no, okay. Alright, poll is up for Martinelli. I want to know what you guys are doing with Martinelli. I would probably do Martinelli Odegaard for a -4 this week. Just do it, get it over with, and done. I have Bruno, Thiago Silva, and Shaw on bench, and Johansson starting. Who would you start out of these four? I would probably start Bruno Fernandes. Do I have to choose one? If it's one, I would probably start Bruno Fernandes. I think he was slightly unlucky to not get some points in that Leeds game. Yashpal. And also, Yashpal, welcome to the Football Chatbox. How are you doing? Oh no, Kevin, what? You sent a message and I didn't see it on time. Who shall be a vice captain? Vice captain will most likely be KDB. Actually, KDB most likely. Probably KDB. FPL BMR. Would you start Mitoma or Almiron? Mitoma. Jason says, should I go for Saka and De Bruyne for Martinelli and Bruno for a -4? Should I go for Saka and De Bruyne for Martinelli and Bruno for a -4? Yeah, I would do that actually. I would do that. That's not a bad move. What's your plan for future? When to use chips? Okay, so chips. Let's bring that up. Now, I've already used my triple captaincy chip. So that's gone. So which means free hit, wildcard, and bench boost. Wildcard, there is the option of dead ending in 28 and wildcarding in 29. But I'm not sure if I will need to actually dead end in 28. I still think I can achieve a team without dead ending in 28. But I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. That will all depend. I still don't know, right? Because I think I will have a better idea of chip strategy just after Game Week 25 is done. Because just after Game Week 25 is done, we will have more information on who blanks in 28, who doubles in 29. And that will help us also understand what's the situation with Game Week 32 as well. So after 25, I think Game Week 25, we have a better idea on how the chip strategy will kind of like line out. So maybe for now, I can't really tell you. But maybe ask me in Game Week 25 and I'll probably have slightly better, ask me after Game Week 25 and I'll have a slightly better idea, to be honest. Kindly assist my friend. Which two to choose amongst? Shaw or Botman or Veltman? And then other two defenders are Trippier and White. Shaw has the highest upside out of all of them. So I'll probably go Shaw. Or choose one defender and play Andres or Nyot. Oh, okay. I would then play... Oh, this is a tough one. If you start Shaw, do you really want to start Nyoto? This is a tough one. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll probably start Botman and play Nyoto against United. I guess that's probably what I would do. That's a tough one though. Picking between Shaw and Botman. Yeah, probably do that at the moment. Alright, people, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you are new as well. It does help the channel. And also, tell your friends. Tell your friends to tell a friend to tell a friend and spread the word around and get people to subscribe as we look to hit 500 subscribers. Thanks, Ryan. No worries. Which team are not blanking in Game Week 28? Okay, not blanking in Game Week 28 right now are the teams in green that you see. Arsenal aren't blanking, which is why it makes full sense to get Arsenal triple and triple up on them because they are not blanking. Everton aren't blanking, but they're playing Chelsea. Crystal Palace are not blanking, although... Do I really want Zaha against City, Brighton and Arsenal? I don't really think I want Zaha, even though they're not blanking, so probably not. Bournemouth aren't blanking. Villa aren't blanking. Forest aren't blanking. Chelsea aren't blanking. So if you wanted a better shield, anyone want a better shield? Could get, and then potentially in game week 29 they double. Anyone wanted that? Yep, could do that. And then obviously Newcastle aren't blanking as well. And potentially a double in 29. You never know. So you wanted to go back to a double Newcastle defense? There's the week to do it. So that's kind of the situation in terms of teams that are blanking and not blanking. Having said that, I should probably look into doing this move sooner or later. But yeah, this is kind of the situation. That suggestion coming from a United fan is epic. Which suggestion? You mean the Shaw versus Botman? Or starting a Leeds attacker against a United defense? Is that what you mean? What to do? It is what it is. Here's the thing, right? I still think the problem is without Casemiro and Eriksen, United's midfield is bad. It's very bad, which is why they consider 2 goals against Leeds. Because they don't have control of the midfield. And when they don't have control of the midfield, the defense is under so much more pressure. And also the creativity is just lacked. So because of that, the team isn't as great. So then the chances of conceding a goal is a bit more higher. Is White for -4 to play instead of Shaw worth it? Huh? Wait. You mean you're bringing in Ben White for a -4? Or I don't understand. You might want to repeat that again, Harris. Any suggestions for Almiron replacement? Who plays in bank game? Good question. You know what? I have actually been considering of at times bringing in Mitoma for next week and playing Mitoma ahead of Almiron. And then in 25, bench in Mitoma, Rashford, and Trippier. Now this though is heavily dependent on freaking Bruno and Aurier starting. If they don't start, then I'm in problem. If they don't start, I got a major problem. Then I'll most likely look to. Then I'll probably have to bench Almiron. I haven't decided on that. I need to see this week whether Aurier comes back into the starting 11 or not. I was a bit worried why he didn't start the last game. So yeah. But the most sensible move right now is Almiron out to Mitoma at the moment. Or it'll eventually be Mahrez out to Mitoma. How the hell am I still stuck with Almiron? I don't even know. But I have just not got the opportunity to get rid of Almiron. That's the problem. 3 Arsenal, 2 Chelsea, 3 Newcastle for game week 28. I mean, it's not a bad move, isn't it? Double Newcastle defense, double Chelsea defense, triple Arsenal attack or double Arsenal attack with 1 Arsenal mid defender. I mean, yeah, why not? Okay, you'll be bringing White for Doherty for a -4 and then benching Shaw. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. Harris, you could do that. Yeah, you could do that. Do you have the money to go Doherty to? Do you have the money to do Doherty to Gabriel? If you don't, and if you're eventually going to be benching Shaw anyways, maybe do Shaw to Gabriel if you wanted to. Do like Shaw to Gabriel, and then you can do next week. You can do Doherty to Tarkowski. What do you think about that? Shaw to Gabriel this week, and then Tarkowski to Doherty to Tarkowski next week. Let me know what you think. But you can do it this week as well. If you're taking a -4 for Arsenal, do it this week, because the chances of it paying off over the next few weeks is higher compared to maybe doing it later down. Mahrez or Fernandes for a -4. I don't mind, to be honest. Bosniak. To be honest, I actually don't mind. It is punty. I am unfortunately in the same situation as well. It is a bit of a punt, but at the moment I'm chasing rank. I did a -8 last week and I went from 1.1 million to 632k. Slightly thanks to the help of a triple captaincy chip as well, but the -8 kind of paid off, so I don't mind doing it at the moment. Shaw out for blank game week 25. Double United might be a long-term play though. No, well, double United, I don't think you need to double United immediately, because United are going to blank in 25 and they are very likely to blank in 28 as well. They have a high percentage chance of blanking in 28. Where's Manchester United? Yeah, they're at the bottom because they blank at 25 and they also most likely blank in 28. So you're most likely going to want double United attack or two United players from 29 onwards. Probably. Yeah, no, most likely you'll get them in 29, especially if they double in 29. But before that, I don't think so, because 25, a blank in 25 and a blank in 28 with Liverpool in the middle isn't the best of opportunities right now, to be honest. Predicted point for this game week. Let's have a look. This is the predicted points for this week. A lot of Arsenal and City players right up there. Kondokar, Shad bin Abed Evon. Welcome to the football chat box. I hope I haven't butchered your name, and I hope I kind of pronounced it decently, hopefully. Triple captain Haaland, a good idea. It's not too bad actually. Triple captain Haaland, I think it's a pretty good option right now. I would do it, to be honest, if I had it. Just because I need another opportunity to triple captain Haaland isn't really there at the moment. So yeah, I think it's a good shout. Easy Shark, welcome to the football chat box. How are you doing? Botman or Dan Burn? Isn't Botman slightly cheaper than Dan Burn, if I'm not mistaken? Isn't Botman slightly cheaper? Burn 4.6, Botman 4.5. Not too much of a difference. I'll probably go Botman for the 0.1 difference, you know. I'll probably go Botman. I like that idea a lot of Gabriel, but the issue is I have Anthony, who I'm likely taking out for Mahrez this week, so I wouldn't be able to... okay, that makes much more sense. That makes much more sense. So then why not do Shaw to... why not just go Shaw to Ben White unless you want to start Shaw next week. That's also a possibility. Yeah, okay. Then just do White to Doherty. Harris, just do White to Doherty for this week. It's fine. Okay. So now that you mentioned that makes a bit more sense. That makes a bit more sense this week. So yeah, so just do White to Doherty. Sorry, Doherty to White. My bad. Doherty to White. Yeah, just do it. Easy Shark says, thank you. No worries. Guys, if you are new and you're enjoying the stream, please hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. I'm around 486 subscribers. Sick. 14 subscribers away from 500. Da-da-da-da. One second, guys. Alright, so should I do this move? Shaw and Bruno Fernandes out for KDB and Tarkowski. I'm thinking of doing it. KDB 9.1. Tarkovsky, what's his expected points like? Where is Tarkovsky? Damn, he's not even. Oh, there he is. That doesn't fill me with confidence. Is Van Dijk anytime back or is not back at the moment? Probably not, no. Too expensive for Matip. Ben me blanks. Yeah, it's probably Tarkovsky. Damn. Basically this week I'm doing Almiron to KDB and Trent to a 4.6 in the bank, which results to Botman or Burn. Yeah, then I would go Botman. Ooh, wait, here's the question. Why Bot? No, wait. Why Botman though? Can't you go to... I know, I mean, okay, here's the thing. The problem is, it depends, now that you said that, Easy Shark, can you, if you get Botman in now, right, does that mean you have the ability to bench him in 25, Game Week 25, or do you have to transfer him out again in Game Week 25? Because if that's the case, I would rather do Trent to maybe Tarkovsky this week if you wanted to for 4.2. Because Tarkovsky will play in 25 and he will also play in Game Week 28. So if you wanted to do that, that is better. If it means, because if you're getting Botman in this week and then you need to get rid of him next week, or like in 25, I probably wouldn't do that. Then I would go straight away to an Everton defender. Easy Shark, let me know what you think. Because of the fact that they will play in 25 and 28 when most other teams will be having blanks in those weeks. Pick one, Mahrez or KDB? KDB for slightly more minutes. Mahrez for the very punty, explosive move. So yeah, I think Mahrez more punty at the moment, just because we don't know what's going to happen with Mahrez. You know, Pep Roulette is very hard to predict these days. I think KDB should have a bit more minutes this week. But we know that Mahrez is capable of that like double-digit haul. My bench is Nico Williams, Bruno and Greenwood. If that helps, should I get Botman now or not? Ooh. No, then I wouldn't get Botman now. Because in Game Week 25, both Nico Williams and Bruno are going to be a problem. Because we still don't know whether they'll both start in 25. Added to that, you got Greenwood also, who is not the best of opportunities right now for points. So I would probably go TAA to Tarkovsky. I mean, Newcastle could keep a clean sheet, right? They could keep a clean sheet this week, but they're going to be blanking in 25, and you're going to be getting Botman out again because of that. So you're going to be taking eventually like a -8 in the space of 3 game weeks just to bring in Botman and take Botman out. So instead, I would just cop whatever points Tarkovsky gets, whether it's a 2-pointer this week. If it is a 2-pointer, get a 2-pointer or 1-pointer, I don't know. Because you at least get him for 25 and 28. Instead of taking effectively 2 hits to get Botman in and Botman out. I think you can get Botman after. where you can get him in after game week 25. You can get Botman, because then you can bring him in like 27 if you wanted to, or even 29 if you wanted to. 27 onwards you can bring Botman in after the City game, because Liverpool blank City. I mean, I don't really know if you want Botman for those three. That's just what I think. But let me know. Let me know if you're okay with that, or I don't know. Got it. Thanks. That's bad actually. No worries. Just trying to help. Just trying to help because I can kind of see that happening for you. That's why. Chevy says, and Salah the Samurai, welcome after a long time. Thoughts on White or Ake, KDB, and Tony to Robbo, Mahrez. Wait. You lost me. Hold on. So it's one of White or Ake, KDB, and Tony, is it? To Robbo, Mahrez, and wait. Are you bringing in KDB and likes, or are you taking them out? You might want to, because I'm wondering whether you're taking them out or you're bringing them in. I've just got confused. Haaland Samurai, you might want to try and rephrase it. Chevy says, who should I captain? Saka, Odegaard, Mahrez, Haaland, Nketiah, or Rashford? Haaland. Unish, welcome to the football chat box. Wilson to Nketiah or Kulusevski to Odegaard? I would go. Kulusevski. This depends. Are you playing a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3 right now? What's your formation like? Who's your other two strikers? Okay, who's your other striker apart from Haaland? I kind of want to know that as well. But right now, maybe Kulusevski to Odegaard. Actually, no. Kulusevski will play in 25. So maybe it depends on what the rest of your team is. So probably Wilson to Nketiah, just because you're getting rid of a blanker for a non-blanker in 25. So Wilson to Nketiah is what I would do for the moment. Dom, welcome. Got 117 points last week. Insane. First triple digit of the season. Well done. 6 green arrows in a week. Wow, what a legend. I think I had 1 red, but the rest of mine have been green arrows. So I'm also doing pretty well since the restart. Gone from 3.5 to 1 million rank. What a legend. Well done, bro. Well done. That is great. What's the target? Top 100k? I think top 100k is still possible for you. Surely. Hold on. Guys, I'm just going to quickly go get some water because I've run out of water. So I'm going to quickly go get some water and give me like a minute and I'll be back with some water. Alright, we're back. Starting to lose my voice. I'll have to make a cup of tea later, like a citron honey tea. Tarkowski, Nico, Bueno, Shaw, and Trippier. Pick 3 in a dilemma. Trippier, Shaw, and Trippier, Shaw, and Trippier, Shaw, and Bueno. That's the 3 I would go. I think Bueno comes back into the team. Probably. So Trippier, Shaw, and Bruno for the moment. Top 100 is still possible? Yeah, I think it's still possible for you. Just need to navigate through these blanks. Yeah. I think it's still possible. Sean, how are you doing? Welcome. And Leo, welcome as well. If I have 6 players who are blanking in Game Week 25, is it worth it to do a free hit in Game Week 25? Just thinking if I should keep them for Game Week 24 instead of transferring out one by one. Who are your 6? I'm assuming you already have Triple United, like I do. And I'm getting rid of 2 right now. Who are your 6? I'm interested to know. Let me guess. You have Rashford, Shaw, and Bruno Fernandes. You have Trippier. Who are the 2 players that you're blanking? I would probably try and get them out one by one. Or even starting from this week, I would try and get rid of. Bruno to Mahrez this game week or at Game Week 25? This game week. Do it this game week. If you're doing it, if you're bringing a City player in for Bruno Fernandes, do it this week. Is it a good idea to go with Mahrez now or should I go with KDB? Ooh. I would slightly lean towards KDB, but Mahrez is also a decent explosive pick. Just the minutes is a slight issue for Mahrez. Actually, minutes for every single City player apart from Haaland and Ederson are issues at the moment. One of White and Ake. Okay, so I'll probably go White in that specific case. KDB and Tony out for Robbo, Mahrez, and Kane for a -4. Oh. So you want to bring in Kane, Robbo, and Mahrez for KDB and Tony. That's a tough one. That is a very tough one. Just because I still think KDB is a decent shout. But I can see the ups. Robbo, Mahrez, and Kane for a -4. That's a tough one. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. You never know. It might pay off, might not pay off. It's a tough one to call, but give it a go and see. I just like KDB, to be honest. He could do pretty decently. So you don't necessarily have to do that as well this week. That's the thing. I have 3 Man United. Mitoma, Trippier, and you have Mbeumo. Okay. Okay, so I would start Mitoma, Trippier, and Rashford. Right? Mitoma, Trippier, and Rashford can stay on your team. Ah, damn. Mbeumo doubles in 27, doesn't he? To be honest, you can also play with 10 if you wanted to. It's not a bad opportunity to play with 10 as well. That's not too bad. But get rid of Shaw and Fernandes both, right? And then you can decide whether you want to remove Mbeumo or not. Now that's the other one. The Mitoma, Trippier, and Rashford, I would keep. Those 3 I would keep. Shaw and Fernandes can probably go this week if you wanted to get rid of them this week. That's also a possibility. So yeah. Apurv, how are you doing? Because I think the free hit you might need your free hit somewhere else. That's what I'm thinking. And I don't think you need triple Man United going forward because they're going to be blanking in 25 and they're going to be blanking in 28 as well. At this rate, they'll most likely blank in 28. Apurv, how are you doing? Says, hi bro, hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing? My starting 11 at the moment. Edison, Trippier, Botman, Shaw, Gabriel, Rashford, Saka, Odegaard, KDB, Haaland, and Havertz. I'm confused. Should I change Havertz to Darwin or change Botman to Reece James? Ooh. Botman to Reece James kind of makes... Here's the thing, right? Botman to Reece James kind of makes sense because you're getting rid of someone who will blank in Game Week 25 compared to maybe getting someone who would... getting rid of someone who will blank in 25. That's why. But the upside is there for Havertz to Darwin as well. But for now, I think you can do Botman to Reece James if you wanted to. Just because Newcastle blank in 25. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Tiger and Guna, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Says hi chat. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Is it worth doing Fernandes to Mahrez? Yes, that's not too bad. Almiron to Odegaard. That's also not too bad. My team rank is 57 in your mini league. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. 57 in the mini league. Dominic, let's have a look. 117. What a legend. What a legend. Fernandes to Mahrez and Almiron to Odegaard. Already got Mitoma. Also benching Mitoma to play 3-4-3. Yeah, I would probably do that as well. Yeah. I would do the moves you are trying to do right now. I would do those moves, Dom. I would probably do those moves. Need to start getting rid of blank game week 25 players. Yeah, exactly. I would do those moves. Not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm looking at getting rid of Watkins or Mbeumo. Which one? Ooh. The thing is, depends on how many players you have, Tiger and Gunnar, that are going to blank in 25. Thinking of Bamford, I probably wouldn't go for Bamford. I would try and go for a player who's going to double in 25 or double in 27. You have 18 million in the bank. Jeez. What's your team like, bro? I would probably go for Darwin if you can. Because Darwin will double in 25. To be honest, I would probably do that if you wanted to. Go for a player who's going to double soon. If you're getting rid of one of them. Don't go for Bamford. Because I know he plays, but he's not going to... Like, there are doubles coming up. I would focus on the double game week players. Which combinations is better? Mahrez plus Ake or KDB? 2 for 1. Maybe Mahrez plus Ake? Slightly... yeah, I think Mahrez plus Ake is not too bad. KDB... Slightly leaning towards Mahrez plus Ake. Slightly. Thanks, Ryan. No worries. So Darwin? Yeah, I think Darwin. Just because like Bamford doesn't have any double game weeks at the moment, and Liverpool do have a double game week in 25. So because of that, I would probably go Darwin. You get where I'm coming at? It's just because of that reason. Jai is loose. That's not good. Something is stuck. Yeah, a screw is stuck. Alright. This is a problem. Oh well, I'll fix that later. Your final team and captain. Alright, people. Shaw to Fernandes. Sorry, Shaw to Tarkowski. Bruno Fernandes to De Bruyne. For a -4. I think I'm going to do it. This is most likely what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to captain Erling Haaland. What do you guys think? Thanks, chat. No worries. Stan J4, welcome. Fernandes to Odegaard for a -4. Yes, I don't mind doing that. That's not a bad set of moves to do. I don't mind doing it. Leo says, sorry, one thing to add on for the previous question. Mahrez plus Ake versus KD. Okay. Why does both options have some kind of like a KDB plus Walker? Can't you do KDB plus Ake? Or is Ake just more expensive than Walker? Is Ake more expensive than Walker? Walker is 4. Oh, yes, he is. Damn. That's a tough one to take, isn't it? I would probably have to go with Mahrez plus Ake. Just because the overall minutes of those two might slightly be better than the overall minutes of KDB plus Walker or Lewis. But I'll tell you right now that both Mahrez and Walker or Lewis are minutes risk players. That's what I'm thinking. So that it's not a complete win-win situation though. Who should I get rid of? Mbeumo or Watkins in place of Darwin? I would probably get rid of where is this thing? Everton, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Bournemouth. I'll probably get rid of Mbeumo just because he blanks in 25. So Mbeumo for now, because I'm assuming you still have a few more blank game week players that you're most likely going to get rid of. Tiger and Guna. Is that the case? It depends on who else you have who's doubling in 25. I mean, who's blanking in 25. If you have more blank game week players that you need to get rid of, more than like 3 blank game week players that you need to get rid of, then I would start with Mbeumo first. Because I still think Watkins is not a bad player for like Everton, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Bournemouth plays in 25 as well. So I would probably do Mbeumo, to be honest, at the moment. I know he scored, but yeah. Depends on how many players you have who are blanking. Bruno to KDB for Almiron to Bruno to KDB. Oh, Almiron to Mahrez. Bruno, okay. What? Bruno KDB. Bruno to KDB, yes. Or is it Bruno to KDB or Almiron to Mahrez? I'm confused. G, how are you doing? And Nashwan Mohammed, welcome to the football chat box. Says, hi Ryan, is it advisable to use wildcard? Not at the moment. I think you should probably wait, because I think there are going to be other weeks where you are most likely going to be using your wildcard. So don't use your wildcard right away, because you're going to be using your wildcard in, where is this? You're going to be using your wildcard maybe 29, or maybe slightly later you'll probably use your wildcard. I can see a lot of people using their wildcard in 29. So they'll most likely dead end their teams in 28 and use their wildcard in 29. I can see a lot of people doing that. I myself might end up in that situation. I don't know yet. So maybe don't use your wildcard just yet, because I think you might need it later. And Nashwan says, Shaw or Kukuroya? What? What? Who? Who is Kukuroya? Nashwan. Oh, is it Kulusevski you mean? I'm confused. Who the hell is Kukuroya? Cheers set. No worries, Tiger and Good. No worries. Yeah, Bruno to KDB or let me get the whole thing back up. Bruno to KDB or Almiron to Mahrez. Okay. This is a tough one. I still think Bruno is a decent option, so I don't actually mind Almiron to Mahrez, to be honest. I actually don't mind Almiron to Mahrez. But Bruno to KDB is also pretty good. It depends on what formation you want to play, Amit. If you're playing a 3-5-2, Almiron to Mahrez is not a bad shot. And keep Bruno. But KDB is also a pretty good option. Cucurella. From Chelsea. Cucurella. Okay. No. If you wanted a Chelsea defender, I don't think I would go for Cucurella. I would probably go for Badashil. Just because this guy is not going to be playing Champions League fixtures, which means he's only going to be used for the Premier League. So he's probably the most in terms of rotation, he's the least likely to get rotated for Chelsea in the Premier League fixtures. So I like Badashil as an option. Who should I replace Rodrigo for Chat? Thinking March or Rashford. You still don't have Rashford? Jeez. Okay, Rashford, yes. I would go Rashford. How did you not get Rashford yet? Even though Rashford is blanking in 25. Because Solly March is also blanking. I'd go Rashford. Rashford. Saka or Odegaard? Saka or Odegaard plus Nketiah? Ooh. Odegaard plus Nketiah. 2 is better than 1. Nashwan, I would probably go for another Chelsea player who you see on screen right now. Take Shaw or Botman out for blank game week 25. United don't have Casemiro for upcoming 2 games plus game 25 plus yes. So that's why I'm thinking of taking Shaw out myself. You can take Botman out later. So I probably take Shaw out at the moment. What happened to Martinelli? Well, Martinelli has a bit of competition at the moment in the fact that he's got Trossard doing pretty decently when Trossard comes off from the bench. So Martinelli, I don't know. Martinelli is just like... Okay, no, wait, I do know. So when we had the podcast, not this week's podcast, but last week's podcast when we were doing with Roy, who is an Arsenal fan, he was saying that Martinelli used to do good when Gabriel Jesus was on the pitch because Jesus would play towards the left-hand side more where Martinelli is. So those two will link up pretty well. But because Nketiah is playing right now instead of Gabriel Jesus, Nketiah tends to go more towards the right. And because of that, he starts to like either link up with Saka. And this is why you see Odegaard also now doing better because Odegaard is also playing on the right hand side. He goes into those positions or helps up with those guys, or that allows them to also maybe enter into the positions that Nketiah vacants, right? So because of that, there's a lot happening on Arsenal's right hand side right now compared to when Gabriel Jesus was playing, where Martinelli also has a bit more link up play then. That is why I think we're kind of seeing why Martinelli is not having the same impact he had compared to before. Saka plus Nketiah or Odegaard, at least that is what Roy said on not this week's podcast, but last week's podcast. So that's basically it. Saka plus Nketiah or Odegaard plus Nketiah. Ooh, I would probably go Saka plus Nketiah. Because Saka has penalties as well. Jury, how are you doing? Welcome. I'm just wondering what would be the best forward for 6.5 million for my bench, and then I'll play him in Gameweek 25. Good question. Best forward for 6.5 million who you will play in Gameweek 25. Is Iheanacho back in? Oh, Iheanacho is a bit more expensive, no? Form. Arsenal. Why? Doesn't double as well. Sad. Who doubles? 25 Fulls. Everton. South. Southampton, United, Brentford, pretty bad. Damn it. Wolves, Everton, Liverpool. I'm assuming you already have where am I? Here we go. I'm also already assuming, Jury, that you already have Nketiah. Is that the case? But he's way more than 6.5, so that kind of doesn't work. 25. I wonder if this guy will get more minutes. Probably not, no? Nope. I can't believe I'm saying it. But at this moment, it looks like it'll have to be Shea Adams. Because of the fact that he plays in 25 against Leeds and also doubles in 27. United and Brentford. But to be honest, don't expect much points. So probably have to be this guy. To be honest, actually, I don't mind him. I know the double has just passed and you're missing out on that double that just passed. But he looks really good, to be honest. And for the price at 5 million, someone who's going to sit on your bench for most weeks and just you want to play for 25, I still think he's a good option. So for me, it would be Nyoto at 5 million. Start Dunk or Andreas? Who do Brighton play? Brighton play Crystal Palace. I'll start Andreas against Forest. Hope for the best. Start Andreas for me. Is Martinelli to Odegaard worth -4? Not confident it has enough upside. Yogesh, welcome as well to the Football Chatbox. I think it's kind of worth it maybe because I think you have enough of game weeks for it to pay off over the long run. So maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth it. It could pay off. It could pay off. If you're not confident, then don't do it. One free transfer. Short for Ake, Bruno for KDB. Which transfer to make this game week? I would do Bruno for KDB. Leo. I would do Bruno for KDB. Akanji or Nathan Ake? Ake. Just because we've heard more better, like Pep Guardiola has said better things about Nathan Ake recently. So maybe Nathan Ake for this specific situation. Because he can also play left back as well as centre back. Aryan, how are you doing? Welcome. Haris is back. Thoughts on Saka plus Luis or Mahrez plus Ben White? Already have Odegaard and Nketiah and KDB and Haaland. Then I would go Mahrez. Ooh. Saka is the better pick. Luis is a gamble pick. But then Mahrez at the same time is slightly gamblish. You know what? Take the punt. Take the punt. Saka plus Luis. Why not? Maybe Luis starts both games. Maybe he doesn't. But he's 3.9 million. Meanwhile, Saka is a better option than Mahrez. So I would go Saka plus Luis. Most likely. Yeah, I'd probably go Saka plus Luis. Is it necessary to have Salah or KDB? Well, that depends. If you already have Salah, you keep Salah. If you don't have Salah, you don't have to get Salah in this week. You can focus on getting KDB first and then try and get Salah. That's probably what I would do. Ruhil, how are you doing? Welcome. How are you doing? Actually, before I get to your team, Ruhil, let me actually make my moves. All right, people, I'm going to do it. Shaw out for Tarkowski. Bruno Fernandes out for Kevin De Bruyne. It's a -4. I know Tarkowski is playing Liverpool, yes. And he might not keep a clean sheet. But at least Tarkowski, I think at this moment, plays in 25 and also plays in 28 as well. I know it's Chelsea, but it is what it is. I think it's not a bad set of moves to make right now. To be honest, I could also go for Badashil, but I don't get that double game week opportunity at the moment. Or should I go for Badashil? It's one extra game difference, no? No, I can't go for Badashil. He's too expensive. I just realized. I don't have the money yet to do that. So yeah, short Tarkowski is going to be the cash situation to try and bring in Fernandes to KDB with 0.2 left in the bank. So I'm going to do that move. And then we're going to have a look at Ruhil's team. Alright, let's do it. Confirm transfers. Done. Tarkowski starts. And I know he starts against... Is it away? Are Liverpool actually at home? Oh shit, they are. Should I start Serge Aurier though? Nah, let's start Tarkowski and see how it goes. We never know. You never know at this point. And then obviously KDB is there in as vice captain. Now, having said that, let's go and have a look at Ruhil's team. Ruhil's team, number 95. Basically, okay. Look. Ruhil, you need to get rid of Martial. He should be your first thing out. Martial to Nketiah for you. And Mason Mount to Mahrez if you can. If you have the money. Do you have more money? You probably have... Okay, you have 3.1. Can you do Mason Mount to KDB and Martial to Nketiah? Is that a possibility, Ruhil? Do you have the money to do that? Let me know in the comments if you have the money to do that. I would do that right now. Let me know if you can do that move. Who do I... Judy says, yes, I have Eddie, but I want to keep Mitoma. That's why I'm going to get someone else. That makes much more sense. That makes much more sense. So let me go back to what your previous question was. Okay, so you want a 6.5. Then I would go for Nyato. Yuri, I would go for Nyato because 5 million plays in Game Week 25 most likely, and also kind of frees up funds for you to, if you wanted to do a move elsewhere, you can do that. So I'll probably do that. Who do I bench for Nketiah? Mitoma or Mitrovic? Mitrovic. On current form, it's got to be Mitrovic because Mitoma is on form right now. So I probably do Mitrovic. Having said that, Mitrovic is at home to Forest. But it's just that Mitoma is on really good form that it's so hard to see benching him. That's the problem. Ruhil says Mitoma. I see. Thanks. No, any good replacements? Any good replacements? What? Oh, wait. That's a different question. Yogesh says play Nyato or Shaw. I answered this question slightly before and I said Nyato as well. So I would probably still stick to it and say Nyato. Play the attacker over the defender at the moment. And also he's looking good. So yeah. I'm thinking of getting rid of Aurier or Boli. Who shall I get in? You have two opportunities. You can go for a Wolves defender like a Max Kilman. You can go for a Wolves defender in Kilman. Or you can go for an Everton defender because I think Everton play in 28 as well, whereas Wolves don't. Yes, you can go for Tarkowski if you wanted to. So you can go Aurier for Tarkowski if you wanted to. Or you can go Boli for Tarkowski. But why do you want to get rid of Boli? Isn't Boli playing? Maybe go Aurier for Tarkowski. Isn't Boli playing? Or did he get benched? Hey, is Bowley. What team is he in right now? Have I completely forgotten? He's in Forest. Okay. I would go for Tarkowski. Bowley to Tarkowski, 4.2 to 4.2. You could probably do something like that. And that means you also get like a player who doubles in 25. I did it. I had to do something crazy to gain some rank. Thanks, Ryan. Good luck. No, what is Salah? What did you do? Wait, what did you end up doing? Hold on. I need to go back and check your chat. What you said you were going to do. Oh no, it's completely... It's very high. I can't see what you did. What were you going to do? I've completely lost it. Okay, hopefully whatever you did is going to pay off, Salah the Samurai. Why Shaw out? Is this for me or is this for someone else? Oh, you mean whether between playing Nyato or Shaw? Oh wait, why did I transfer Shaw out? Oh, because he's going to blank in 25. And I need to start getting rid of my players who are going to blank in 25. Because right before that move, I had Shaw, Fernandes, Rashford, Trippier, Almiron. I had 5 players who are blanking in 25. So that's why I did Shaw out. And also, for me to be able to get KDB in, I kind of needed to sacrifice someone. So I sacrificed Shaw because of that. Which two would you start out of Bruno, Botman, and Rico Lewis? I will start Botman. You kind of have to start Rico Lewis, right? Because he doubles in 20. He doubles this week. So you have to take the risk and you have to start him. I feel like. You have to probably take that risk and start him. So Bruno and Botman. Bruno and Rico Lewis. That's what I would do, Tom. Will, welcome. And Will says, no wait, Will was here before. Sorry. Oh no, Will, are you just coming? Probably just coming. Can you check my team when you have a second? Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Did you message me your team? No, you didn't message me your team. Did you? I don't know. Let me check. Will. Will, is your team in the league? I think it is, isn't it? Oh man, I can't find your team, Will. Will, where's your team? Can you tell me what your team is, or can you message me your team if possible? Whichever. I can't find your team. And where am I on? Hold on, I've just lost my chat. Oh, there it is. Ruhil says I did Mahrez for Almiron and Martial to Nketiah. Okay. So you went Martial to Nketiah, Mahrez for Almiron. Yeah, that's not too bad. So, okay, that's not bad. You kind of still need to figure out what you're going to do with Mason Mount. But for now, this is fine. Yeah, that's not too bad. Apart from that, everything is pretty decent. So you kind of still, you're 1, 2, 3, 4. So next week, you can think of sorting someone between Shah and probably Shah to someone next week. Yep. Looks good, Ruhil. Those are decent moves. Aryan says, could you rate my team? I have one transfer with 2.2 million. Aryan, can you tell me which number your team is in? Which position? If you can kind of tell me that, I can find your team. Which position, Aryan? If you guys can tell me, I can try and find it easily. Oh, you can put it in the chat. 0 free transfers left. Unsure if any hits are worth. Probably gonna have to stick with White Martinelli, I guess. Oh, okay. Haaland triple, or does City, Arsenal, or United have other double game weeks that I would wait? I think Haaland triple captaincy this week probably. City can get another triple game. Sorry, not triple game week. City can get another double game week in 29. Which will be Liverpool and West Ham at home. That's a possibility. but we don't know yet. That's a possibility, but we don't know. United could get a double, but that will involve Newcastle, and I have no idea who else it will involve in Game Week 29. But there's also the possibility that you end up playing a wildcard in 29, and because of that, you can't triple captain in 29. That is also there. Why didn't you bring in Robertson? I didn't have the funds to be able to do it, unfortunately. Too expensive. So without being able to bring in KDB takes a lot of that money. So no money, sadly. This is what happens when you have a premium. If you have a premium of Kane, KDB, and Haaland, the funds for defense aren't really there, to be honest. Nyato or McAllister? I would go for Nyato, Harvey. Oh wait, you mean to start this week? If you mean to start this week, that's a tough one. I don't mind Nyato to start this week. United might be slightly weak defensively at the moment. Any good defender for this week? Money is not a problem. You want a Liverpool defender because they're doubling 25? That's not a bad option. Although I really still don't recommend Liverpool defense for the moment. Or you can go for the Chelsea defender if you wanted to, but they don't blank anytime soon. But they do have fixtures every week. Yeah, so it's probably... I'm assuming you already have triple Arsenal and triple City, by the way. G. If that's the case, maybe a Liverpool defender in Robertson. Or Trent. Maybe Trent. But Trent... probably Robertson, more likely, than Trent at the moment. Start Bamford or Shaw, says Luke. Welcome, Luke. How are you doing? I would probably start... Oh, that's a tough one. A published start in that specific situation, I will probably start Shaw. Because Bamford, I mean, hasn't looked great since he's been back, Bamford. Tiger and Gooden says Fulham. I'm confused as to what that is related to. I went Ake, KDB, and Tony to Robbo, Mahrez, and Kane. Wow. Alright, crazy. You never know. You never know. It could pay off in the next couple of weeks. But KDB, I mean, taking out 2 doublers this week is a bit crazy. Yes. Not gonna lie. Bruno to Mahrez with a hit. I would do it. I don't mind. I would do it. Is Mitoma a good replacement for Almiron? Yes. Yes. Number 92 says Aryan. Alright, sweet. Let's have a look. Is Mitoma a good replacement for Almiron? Yes, definitely. Show me the money. Show me the money, which is what Liverpool want at the moment. And this is the team. Did you manage to get Saka or Odegaard in? You need players. What are you doing, Aryan, in this team? What are your plans? What are your transfer plans? Because I think it looks like we definitely need some City and Arsenal representation a bit more in here. Start March or Brennan Johnson? Ooh, Brennan Johnson. He's been on form. So probably Brennan Johnson at the moment. Ake versus Akanji. Ake. Trippier or Shaw? Trippier. Shaw or Almiron? Ooh. That was a tough one in that specific situation. I would probably go with Shaw at the moment. Mitrovic or Wilson? Is that to start, no? Newcastle are playing... Where are Newcastle? I've lost them. Oh no, Bournemouth. I would go Wilson. I would start Wilson. Start Estupinan or Shaw? Brighton or United? That's a tough one as well. Shaw maybe. Slightly higher upside than Estupinan. Both away though. So maybe Shaw, slightly higher upside at the moment. TQ, how are you doing? I still have the triple captainship. Still have the triple captaincy chip. Should I use it on Haaland this game week or in game week 29 Liverpool versus West Ham? The first thing is we don't really know whether they're going to get a double game week in 29. We still don't know that information. That will all depend on, I think, FA Cup results, if I'm not mistaken. We still don't know whether they will get a double in 29. So without actually telling you that information, it's hard to like decide whether you want to play this week or not. Here's the thing: do you think he can get anything against Arsenal? If you think he can get anything against Arsenal, then I would play the triple captaincy chip this week. If you think Haaland can get some returns against Arsenal, I will play it this week. I still think it's probably a good week to play the triple captaincy chip this week. Should I sell? By the way, people, if you are new, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe because we're trying to get to 500 subscribers. So if the content helps you, do hit that subscribe button. Let's get back into the questions. Should I sell Martinelli to 5.4 midfielder? And also, Oscar, welcome to the Football Chatbox. And now is Quinn. Welcome to the Football Chatbox. I hope I haven't butchered that name. And Calvin R, welcome to the Football Chatbox as well. Should I sell Martinelli to a 5.4 mid or lower and Wan-Bissaka to Gabriel for -4 if I don't have to bench Mitoma? Wan-Bissaka to Gabriel, yes. Martinelli to a 5.4 mid or lower. Who is the 5.4 mid or lower? And do you really need to do that move? You're getting rid of a double. Oh, I guess who are your other two Arsenal assets, if you don't mind me asking? Who is the midfielder you're looking to get in? I'm assuming, so you already have Mitoma as well, right? What's the reason to start Wilson, you believe? Just because of form, in terms of team form. Newcastle, slightly better team than Fulham. I know Fulham at home, but Mitrovic hasn't really been on form. Forest have improved slightly defensively. Newcastle should be able to get a goal or two against Bournemouth. So that's kind of the reason. But I think it's a very tight call though. I would say it's a very tight call. The other thing is Forest have signed Keylor Navas. Keylor Navas is actually a pretty decent goalkeeper, which we saw last week. So that's kind of the reason. But it's a tight one between those, in all of those fixtures, to be honest. That is like a tight one. Thoughts, lads, have three options right now. Bruno to KDB or Mahrez, Martinelli to Saka, or both for a -4. I actually don't mind both for a -4. Where you do Bruno to KDB. Can you do Bruno to KDB and Martinelli to Saka? Calvin, let me know. Should I sell Martinelli to... I think I answered that. But I wanted to know who you... Oscar, I wanted to know who you were actually looking at for 5.4 midfielder lower. What would your ideal 3-5-3 be considering bank game week 25? Do you mean 3-5-3 for this week, or are you asking for game week 25 3-5-3? Should I sell Martinelli to a 5.4? Okay, I think I answered the same thing. I need to Saka and Nketiah. I don't know what mid, maybe Andres to free up funds. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's have a look. So you already have Saka and Nketiah, and you're looking to try and get a 5.4 midfielder. Okay, let's have a look. And the 5.4 midfielder probably needs to start in game week 25 as well. And you already have Mitoma. So you probably have Ruben Neves or Olise. Olise is not a bad opportunity, not a bad player to get in for 5.4 because he'll double in 27. But Liverpool in 25 is a tough fixture, and Arsenal but he does play in 28, but won't double in 29. Southampton and Bournemouth are pretty good. You could go for Ruben Neves. It's not a bad set of fixtures. You could go for Ruben Neves if you wanted to, but Olise is also not bad. So it will probably be... Where am I? It'll probably be between Neves and Olise, I think. Iwobi, I don't know. I probably need to wait and see a bit more on Everton. That's the only thing. So probably at the moment between these two. Unless you wanted to go... You probably already have triple Arsenal, so that's out of the question. So yeah, that's probably the two players. Oscar. KDB for Salah with a hit. Not now. Godwin, welcome. Start Nyoto or Shaw? I've slightly been going towards Nyoto at the moment. I have slightly been leaning more towards Nyoto at the moment. But that's a tough one, to be honest. KDB for Salah can wait. You don't have to get Salah in right now itself. I don't know what mid I answered that. Considering blank Gameweek 25, we might be needing lots of cheap playing positions, so 3-5-3 squad would be consideration. Okay, so if you want 3-5-3 squad in blank Gameweek 25, I would probably have a defense of... I would have a defense of one Arsenal defender. You could potentially have a City defender if you wanted. But I think a lot of people will be having one Everton and one Wolves defender. So you'll have a Wolves defender, you'll have an Everton defender, you'll have an Arsenal defender. You'll have a midfield 4 of Salah, 1 or 2 Arsenal midfielders. You would potentially be having also... Who is the other midfielder? There was one more midfielder that was coming to my mind, and I've forgotten now. You'll probably have a City midfielder, most likely, in your team by then. And then you'll have a front line of Haaland, maybe Nketiah, if you don't have 2 Arsenal midfielders. And maybe Harry Kane, if you have Harry Kane at the moment. If you don't have Harry Kane, it would be Darwin Núñez. So that's most likely where Salah, Darwin Núñez, Everton, Wolves, Arsenal defense, midfield of Salah, 1 Arsenal midfielder, or 2 Arsenal midfielders if you don't have Nketiah, and who was the other one? And a City midfielder maybe somewhere there. It's a bit hard to tell at the moment without knowing proper team structure though. Have 3 options, Bruno to KDB. I think I answered that, Calvin. I said if you can do Bruno to KDB and Martinelli to Saka for a -4, I would do that. Captain Saka or Haaland? Want to go for Saka? If you want to go for Saka, go for Saka. I'm not going to stop you from going for Saka. But I still think Haaland's a slightly better option this week. But I won't stop you from going for Saka if you wanted to go. All set. Kepa, Lewis, Saliba, Trippier, Shaw, Rashford, KDB, Martinelli, Kane, Haaland, captain, Mitro. Noise. Well done, Amit. Good luck. Oh, sorry. No. Don't worry. It's Calvin. It's all good. You must have missed it. It's fine. All good. Guys, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. We've gone to 488. 12 subscribers away from 500. So if you are new, hit that subscribe button, guys. Bamford to Nketiah. Wait. Did the deadline just passed? I've just completely missed the deadline. Guys, did you guys set that? We've just missed the deadline as well. Did you set your teams, everyone? My internet went. Oh no. Did you do your team? Bamford to Nketiah, white to Tarkowski for -8. And that might be slightly too late to do now. But I probably wouldn't have done that. I don't know. Sent on Twitter, but all good. Just done. KDB in for Bruno. That's not too bad, Will. So did everyone do their teams? Because the deadline has just passed. I'm assuming everyone did your teams. Please let me know. Everyone did well? Yes? No? Teams have gone. Deadline passed. I myself just noticed it. How we looking like, everyone? I'm going to end the poll as well, see where it went. %50 selling. Martinelli, 37 keeping, and 11% selling for the hit. Oh. I'm sorry, Will. I completely missed it, and I just saw it. My bad. But I guess you did KDB for Bruno. Yeah, that's not too bad. Your team looks good, Will. Looking at your team right now on this thing, it looks pretty good. Your team is pretty good. Yeah, finger crossed. All right, sweet. Everyone's done it. All right. I think we'll end it here. So thank you to everyone who subscribed, who was new. Everyone who subscribed newly. Thank you very much. So shout out to everyone. Tiger and Guna, Will, Luke, Calvin, Amit, Aryan, Shubharan, Oscar, Goodwin, Noise, TQ, Ozone, Leo, Aryan, Sala the Samurai, who went with a crazy move, and I hope it pays off. Harvey, Fazid, Ruhil, Will, hopefully, sorry I couldn't see your team, Tom, I said Tag and Good as well, Ruhil I said, I think, Bamiami, Juri, G, Haris, Yogesh, Latio, Faris, who else? Amit, Sam, Nashwam, Dom, who had a pretty great week last week, so hopefully he has a great week this week as well. Easy Shark, Apurv, who else? Chevy, Unish, I think I've mentioned most everyone else. FPL BMR, Zizo, who joined newly as well. Rian, Kevin, Evan, and everyone else were early as well. VL was early, Chevy was early, Rohan as well. So shout out to everyone who joined me this week and kept me company. Have a great week, everyone. Good luck, everyone. I hope you all have a great week. And yeah, thank you, Ryan. Nice stream as always. Best of luck. Thank you, Amit. I will see you all most likely Monday as we review what has happened in Game Week 23. So shout out to everyone. Green arrows to everyone. I will see you all on Monday for like just a quick stream to kind of like review how Game Week 23 went. Until then, enjoy the football. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you all on Monday. Peace out, everyone. See you all. Good night.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step.